Hello, my name is Sekit, and we are playing Godslapper's Paradise. So, between episodes, I went around and finished off the roofs, first of all. We can't really get a super great view. Maybe if we got some scaffolding out. I got all this garbage in my inventory. Yeah, that's a better look. I think it came out okay. The main structure is not done. This tower doesn't even have its second level. I've never done a roof like this before. I'm wondering if maybe it's a little too much deep slate. We might make the deep slate just the trim. But we'll see. It's fine for now. The other thing we did was finish digging out the basement, getting the floor down. It's just one of the spruce planks variants from Chipped right now. But we're going to have a lot of stuff on this floor. So we may detail it and texture it some more. I notice it does get a little distorty when you start looking at it all about 15 blocks away. So that's something we'll have to think about. But the main things we have to think about, first of all, the only way to get down here is through here right now. And all of our stuff is either in the backpack or the hidey-hole, so we gotta move. I don't know if I mentioned before, but speaking of texturing, I'm a little suspicious of some of these block choices. I think this came out looking surprisingly well, but I think the dark oak might be a little too dark. But, you know, our resources are limited right now, and it will get us started. Now, we are going to want some storage drawers down there, just like that setup over there. So we need some more wood. Our axe is starting to struggle, but what we can do to repair it is just, 2 ingots won't get us all the way home, but it'll get us to about 2300 durability, and that's a good amount to get started. Now, there is one different kind of drawer I want to make, and go over in case you haven't seen these before. There's a compacting drawer. It's just a drawer, a couple pistons, some stone, an iron ingot. Now, if you've never seen these before, they're like awesome. Like, we got an iron ingot here, right? Well, we could just take that iron ingot out as nuggets. We got some redstone here, right? Well, we could take that redstone out as blocks. And then we can put redstone in here. We can double click on the door controller. And anything that crafts with itself to make something else, I think these work with. Now that I got all the stuff down here, I guess the next issue we want to address is better ore processing. Now, I know the way this is gonna be set up. There's gonna be power gen down here. There's gonna be a refined storage system over here. And there's gonna be machines going up and down these 2 walls. To work with the refined storage system. I think we might have our ore processing right along here. So maybe that's what we'll do. Now we do have the Power mod, and we're gonna be using that for some stuff. But really, and we're gonna need 1 more iron. You're a little bit better off in the beginning with the batteries from Cyclic. We've already made one. They hold 6.5 million something. Is that not right? There we go. They hold 6.5 million FE by default, so they're pretty serious. Now, the little generator we were using, on the other hand, is not going to do the trick for us. So we are going to make some dielectric paste. And to do that, what do we need? We're gonna need some lava because we don't have any blaze powder. Okay, so we need clay. Oh, we have some clay. We'll just grab 16 or 17 possibly. and some coal, and we'll make what we can. Hang on, my cat is like attacking my leg. Now what we mostly do with this stuff is make dielectric rods. It is used in crafting, you know, this and that, but we're gonna make a couple rods, and you can make the horizontal orientation just by crafting the vertical one, or vice versa, with themselves. Sorry if I'm not making much sense. I'm a little under the weather. I might have said that already. So what we want to do is we're going to be working on making a starter fernator here. We're going to make a dielectric casing. Very nice. And this quest line is not done. I've tried to make the quest rewards useful for progress in mods. We'll see how well I do. We're going to need a furnace. There we go. Oh, I've got this. I meant to put this andesite in one of these other drawers. Alright. Where were we? Fernator. Capacitor. Okay. So, you make a lot of these capacitors. We might as well make 2 sets. Here we go. Now to make the little capacitors, you just craft the basic capacitors with themselves. Now we can make a starter fernator, just like so. And it's not very difficult to upgrade these to the next tier. So that's what we're gonna do. You can see these will generate 70, these will generate 15. It's a huge upgrade. Very much worth doing. I cannot count. Here we go. I'm gonna pop this down here. We're gonna throw some coal in it, and our battery is gonna start filling up apace. Now the main ore processing mod we have, it does a lot more than ore processing, but it does a great job with ore processing, is Mekanism. And the first thing we need to do is make this metallurgic infuser, which you can make with basic materials, so that's good. I'll pop it down right here. And the first thing we want to do is dump a bunch of carbon in here in the form of coal, and there are more efficient ways to do it. But let's see, we got 10, okay, yeah, perfect. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio, coal to iron ingots. And you throw the coal in there and you get it up into whatever weird form, liquid, whatever it is in here. It'll combine with the iron to give us enriched iron. Now while we're waiting, that is going to take a minute, it's a pretty low tier machine. I do want to get started on easy villagers. And the first thing we're going to make is a breeder. Which, okay, so that's, we're going to need some planks. We'll need a bed. Do I have a bed on me? I just have my sleeping bag. Extra bed? No? Okay. We don't have much wool, do we? We can fake it with string for the time being. We don't have much infrastructure here yet, I keep forgetting. But this is going to help so much with that. So we're going to start with some more planks. I'm not sure where anything is yet either, of course. So let's get the bed going, and let's get the breeder going. Now what Easy Villagers is, it allows you to automate a lot of the more obnoxious things that you do to set up a villager farm. And the breeder is the thing that helps us get more villagers. So do I have a nitwit? No. Nitwits are great for some of the blocks that you just need any villager in. But what we're going to do is we're just going to right-click this boy in here, and we're going to right-click this boy in there. And you give them food, and they output little babies. Now, to make them food easily, we're going to make ourselves a farmer. And by farmer, it doesn't mean farmer the trader. That's not what it does. What this guy does is produces food for you. We're gonna grab ourselves a potato. Now, I believe you could put any kind of villager in here and it'll do the farming for you. I don't know that for a fact. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna put a leather worker in here. Yep. Now it'll be just fine. Over time, this guy will produce potatoes and put them in a GUI. You can automate these with hoppers and everything else, but we don't really need to do that. We're gonna have enough of everything. Another thing we want is an incubator. There we go. Okay, so just a wool, 2 more iron, just a wool. The incubator, as you might expect, allows you to turn baby villagers into adult villagers. Now, we have babies, as we kidnapped some. Get out of there. There we go. And we're going to throw them in here. And you see one of them now is in the GUI. We could shift right click him out. There's no reason to do that. But eventually, they'll appear as adults down here. Now, kind of the heart of the mod is the trader block. 16? Nope. This is the block that you use to do your trading. Surprise, surprise. We're going to put some right along here. That's a start. And we do need a source of emeralds, first off. So what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves a stickman's. Where's the wood? There we go. I believe it's like this. Is it not shapeless? Flint. It's flint. That's why I'm confused. Like I said, I'm a little out of it today. Stickman's is going to be right down here. And you just right-click the workstations in like everything else in the mod. And we haven't traded with any of these boys yet, so they'll turn into anything. Yeah, now we got ourselves a Stickman's. And we can do a whole bunch of trading with him. Get ourselves a couple of emeralds. That's pretty cool. Now, another thing we want, and this we are going to automate, is an iron farm. And they're pretty easy to make. Just like so. And we're going to take an item pipe, and probably just a drawer would be fine. Let's get a boy here. Now, in the config, I did turn off all the noises, so that's something we don't have to worry about. This makes as much racket as, oh, that is the way I wanted to orient. These things make a ton of racket, and of course, when you get a bunch of villagers, they're all down here going, and you don't want that either, or at least I don't. You can turn it back on in the config if you like once the pack is released. You know, if that's what you're into, no shame. I don't want it, though. Now, what we do is we just toss our villager in here, and every couple of minutes, he'll get scared. He'll produce a little iron golem, which will come over here into the lava. And you'll get a couple iron ingots and occasionally a poppy. We should have somewhere for the poppies to go, huh? Now, while we've been doing that, our metallurgic infuser has been doing a great job. We got our 64 enriched iron. But now we need to make it into steel dust, and we do it again. I think it's once again a 1-to-1 ratio. Maybe it isn't. We're starting to get a lot of carbon. No, you know, that looks right. There was just a visual glitch there for a second. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's 1-to-1 again. That must have just been a visual glitch. Now we got our steel dust. Wonderful. And this thing is starting to do a good job. Wonderful. Now just to switch gears for a second. We're here in the Advent of Ascension GUI, which is bound to 3 on the keypad. If you want to shut stuff off, I think you can just click on it. Yeah. And I want to shut the jump boost off because it's driving me crazy trying to move around here. Now you can see this button here, the cycle trades. This will also appear in the villager GUI when they're in the world. And if you haven't traded with a villager yet, you can go ahead and cycle the trades. This is also bound to 4 on the keypad in this pack by default. And given the sheer amount of enchantments and the different levels of the... Oh, there's experience boost isn't supposed to be in here. That is, yeah, that's not supposed to be in here either. Okay, I think I did the wrong thing in the config the first time. Hopefully I did the right thing this time. We'll make a few librarians and see if I did. I don't think they changed naturally the trades with the villager just sitting in the block, but just to be safe, we're taking 8 Emerald Silk Touch. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so it doesn't look like we can actually remove the enchantments from villagers, but I think we can keep it at level 1, which isn't that bad. Like, you'll get stuff from it, but you don't get a whole lot. And I don't want to remove the Apotheosis enchantments entirely, all of them, so it looks like that's just where we're at. Anyway, now that we got our steel together, it's time to start about some other stuff here. I think a 1-to-1 ratio of redstone and iron will get us advanced alloy. Man, that's a lot of damage. Yep. And yep, cool. Alright, cool. For a 2-to-1 ratio, redstone and osmium, we can get something called a basic control circuit. Now, what are these things? They're crafting ingredients. That's all that's really important about them. Now, the first thing we're going to make here is an enrichment chamber, and we're going to need a little glass. Now, the machine frame, or steel casing, the steel casing is the frame for the machines, most of them. Be making a lot of those. Okay, a little redstone. The enrichment chamber is what we use for quite a number of things. Is it what I think it is, though? Yeah, okay. This is the first part of Mekanism's ore doubling mechanic. Another thing we're going to need is an energized smelter. And okay, another steel casing, another couple basic control circuits. We can handle all of that. What's the, okay, glass panes. I think we have everything. Very nice. is that? Something came down from the hills. Oh, it's just a goblin. You sound entirely too terrifying, sir. Like I was about to say, Mekanism machines have quite a few options in their GUI here. What we want to be looking at, first of all, is the side configs. So this is letting us input from the top and from some other directions. We got an energy input in the back, right where we want it, and an output to the right, right where we want it. This in here will turn auto eject on, so we can move things in and out. Now the energized smelter, much the same. We're going to turn auto eject on. It's already got our inputs and outputs the way we want it. Now if this could handle more than items, well, it can. It can handle energy, right? It can take energy from anywhere. It can't eject energy. It's not that kind of machine. We can switch back to items over here. You want to keep an eye on these because there's like fluids and gases and all kinds of different things. But at its most basic level, this is just a furnace, really. There's a real hilarious jokester down there. I had to come get some ore to, you know. Oh, it's this character. Yes, indeed. The trickster clone. I think there's some mechanic. What? Yeah, there's some mechanic with them. It's that they explode. There's a. Oh, look at them all. There's somebody behind me. Crying out loud. We're gonna get out of the way. Hey! Out of the way, you. Crying out loud. Alright, that's a little better. Oh! It was little help. It was little help. Look. Pain in the neck these guys are. Ah! I guess we got the main one. Boy. I don't think that Mekanism machines work the same way as thermal machines in terms of being able to just suck things in and out of them. We got a little runium here. I think it's just gonna sit here in the chest. I don't think it's gonna go in here. Yeah. So let's see, are we gonna need pipes to pump things out also? That's another good question. I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. Oh no, okay, so we can save a little bit of space there. Alright, we're just gonna pop some pipeses up here. We're gonna use our wrench to disconnect them from each other. And the iron chest is probably a little bit overkill, but we have it, so might as well use it. And that one does not belong back there. There we go. Set these to extract. And let's take our limonite here. What's gonna happen is the enrichment chamber is gonna turn each chunk into 2 dust, and then each dust in here will process into an ingot. So like our smeltery, this is gonna double our ores for us, but we don't have to worry about like making alloys we don't want to make and so on. Now there's quite a bit we can do to improve our Mekanism machines, the first of which is upgrading them to the basic tier. So what we do, did I have that? That's supposed to be all of them, isn't it? It should have said task completed. I hope that's what it says. So this is, you know, this is the basics. I feel like basic is a little bit misleading because this is not the basic tier. All you do is you just shift right click with these, or you can go into the upgrades and did that work? No. Okay, you shift right click and you see the skins of the machines changed. Also, we can now process 3 at once. Now we want the auto sort on, and that will make more sense as some of this stuff like cleans itself up here. You know, we got the Advent of Ascension skill extra ore, extra results, and I think I'm occasionally seeing it in here. I don't know if I'm maybe just imagining it. I think I might be just imagining it, honestly. So never mind. That might only work in Oh, you know what I bet I saw? I bet I saw this, the raw uranite. That should give us 2. Okay, yeah, so you finished the uranite and it split this osmium up. That's what the auto sort does. But, you know, processing 3 at once, any way you slice it, is faster than processing just 1 at once. So, you can upgrade these 3 more times, just in terms of the tiers, and there's other upgrades that you can add, but we're going to stick with this for now. Yeah, check this out, the lead's about to finish. And if we take this out, like, it can't put osmium in a slot with lead in, but as soon as there's room, it'll split all those 3 up. Just do it automatically. Pretty cool. And I think that's kind of about it for this time, folks. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.